our favorite bands aren't perfect every time. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 worst songs by bands we love.
I got bugs in my room.
To qualify for this list, the band in question must have a good reputation generally, but the song in question must be bad regardless. We apologize in advance for subjecting you to some of these. Number 10, Revolution 9, The Beatles. At 8 minutes and 22 seconds in length, Revolution 9 is the longest track that the Beatles ever released, and probably the most polarizing as well. An avant-garde effort penned by John Lennon and heavily influenced by Yoko Ono, it's featured as the penultimate track on the White Album. Paul McCartney tried to persuade Lennon to drop it from the record as he was unimpressed. And popular opinion appears to fall that way as well. Eccentric enough to inspire conspiracy theories concerning Paul's death and to warrant a treatment on The Simpsons, it was more weird than it was wonderful.
Number 8. Number 8. Number 8.
Number 9, Beverly Hills, Weezer.
Where I come from isn't all that great. My automobile is a piece of crap.
Say it ain't so. During the mid-1990s especially, Weezer could do little wrong when they went with this as the first single for their 5th album, Make Believe. However, fans were forced to face the reality that their favorite alt-rockers had gone and sold out. Sure, Beverly Hills did top the mainstream rock chart, but that's exactly what it was. And what the band had become. Mainstream. The dreaded label for any alternative act, Weezer treaded down an even stranger path in 2009 with Can't Stop Partying, which featured Lil Wayne. Luckily, they have redeemed themselves since. Number 8, Get On Your Boots, U2.
The future needs a big kiss, winds blow with a twist. Never seen a move like this, can you see it too?
U2 are known for their strong lead singles, from With or Without You to Beautiful Day.
It's a beautiful day.
So when they released Get On Your Boots as the first single from their 12th studio album, more than a few heads turned in confusion.
You don't get it, do you? You don't know.
On the surface, it's an okay track, but there's nothing to really grab the listener, except a hook on par with a One Direction lyric, and an overriding feeling that U2 passed their prime a long time ago.
Let me in the sound, let me in the sound now. God, I'm going down, I don't wanna drown now.
In fairness to Bono though, he doesn't sing the sexy boots line too often during live performances anymore. Even he understands he's not down with the kids enough to pull it off nowadays. Number 7, Might As Well Get Juiced, The Rolling Stones. Taking some cues from U2's Achtung Baby era by adding electronic elements to their critically acclaimed sound, the Rolling Stones didn't quite get as lucky with their change in sound. Mick Jagger's trademark snarl is toned down for this track and transformed into more a mild slur. It's just not as likable or as listenable. Might As Well Get Juiced is a decent enough mantra, but it doesn't really demand remembering. It's a shoulder shrugger, we'll take it, or most likely leave it. Number 6, Mother, The Police.
Well, the telephone is ringing. Is that my mother on the phone?
Taken from Synchronicity, which is the 5th final and probably most highly acclaimed record in The Police's history, Mother severely divides opinion to this day.
But every girl that I go out with becomes my mother in the end.
Written by guitarist Andy Summers, it's a bizarre, slightly psychotic track which some listeners label genius, but the majority brand garbage.
Oh, mother dear, please listen, and don't devour me. Oh, mother dear, please listen.
Supposedly inspired by Summers' own mother-son relationship, in which he felt pressure as a golden child, it screams for attention, but doesn't really deserve it. It's an album filler we'd rather skip than suffer through. Number 5. Staying Power, Queen. The first track and fourth single from Queen's much-maligned 1982 album Hot Space, Staying Power signaled the beginning of a bad spell for the iconic band.
I wonder when we're gonna make it. I wonder when we're gonna shake it.
Having had previous success with Another One Bites the Dust, the song's built around a misplaced belief in a new brand of disco rock, which never really caught on.
You and me, we got staying power.
Staying Power snaps fingers, sure, but it doesn't possess any of what its title talks of, although the song's live performances are explosive. The track is utterly forgettable and is a strange fit on an album that also features the classic Under Pressure.
Why can't we give love, give love, give love, give love, give love, give love?
Hey, string players, if I stop, just keep playing.
Number 4. Bugs, Pearl Jam.
I got bugs in my room.
A song centered around an old accordion found by Pearl Jam frontman Eddie Vedder at the thrift store, most fans would rather he never made that particular purchase.
Standing, sitting, kneeling. Oh, a few block the door.
Lyrically, the track tackles the lack of privacy which comes as a byproduct of fame. The bugs are everywhere and inescapable. It's a good idea, but it's one hell of a strange song.
I got bugs on my skin. Tickle my nausea.
The rhythmic grating sounds like a circus slowdown, but there's nothing funny, enjoyable, or even tolerable about the nearly 3 minutes of this track. Bugs infests our ears, and not in a grungy, grimy, or cool way either.
And with them, I'll become one.
Number 3. Queen of the Supermarket, Bruce Springsteen.
There's a wonderful world where all you desire.
With most records on today's countdown, there's at least a degree of divided opinion. With this record, there isn't.
With my shopping cart, I move through the heart of a sea of fools so blissfully unaware.
Widely panned by fans and critics alike, Queen of the Supermarket is literally about a lonely guy who's crushing on the cute girl at the local grocery store. It's so far away from Springsteen's usual rock-infused poeticism, it's a wonder nobody put the stoppers on at some point during production. If you actually are in love with the cashier at your convenience store, then please, whatever you do, don't sing this to them. Number 2. Funky Man, D.D. King.
Alarm clock ringing, it's time to get up. It's time to do that funky strut.
A founding member of arguably the most important punk band ever formed, D.D. King, more commonly known as D.D. Ramone, really should have stuck with what he knew.
I'm a lucky guy, got the world on a string. If I could do it over, wouldn't change a thing.
In the late 1980s, the Ramones bassist rebranded himself as D.D. King and branched out into rap and hip-hop music with this as his lead single. Funky Man is funky, but not in the good sense. An autobiographical rhythmless run-through of Dee Dee's day-to-day life, it sounds like a very bad version of a Beastie Boys tribute act.
I got funky bones, I'm a funky guy. My name is D.D. Ramone. Well, alright.
And that's putting it kindly. You gotta fight for your right to avoid this one. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I'm madly in anger with you. I'm madly in anger with you.
You want to step into my world?
Number 1, My World, Guns N' Roses.
Been delayed in the real world. How many times have you hit at me?
A song reportedly recorded by Axl Rose while under the influence of magic mushrooms. Even the most die-hard Guns N' Roses fans would likely have to be at least a little medicated to suggest this is a good song.
Wanna talk to me? You wanna talk to me?
Use Your Illusion 2 is generally considered a classic hard rock album, marred only by My World, its dreadful final track. Rose is undoubtedly an awesome frontman, but has a well-publicized habit for leading Guns N' Roses in the wrong direction every so often. And this stud is practically a roadmap of wrong directions. So, do you agree with our list? Which song do you think sucked the most? For more top 10s that won't disappoint, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.